I'm building the most destructive and powerful superhero gadgets, like this real infinity glove, the most powerful thing in the universe, this insane repulsor, and a bunch more of your favorite superhero tech to see which one is the most powerful and effective gadget in real life.
Wow! That was awesome!
Because there's some bad guys in my neighborhood, and they took my VR goggles.
Authorities are investigating a series of unauthorized home entries.
So today, I'm gonna build a bunch of superhero tech to put a stop to this. So I've got 8 gadgets we're gonna test head to head to see which one would hypothetically be the most effective against a robber. First one is WebDart Insta-Kill versus Bat Ninja Star. Pretty good matchup. Bat Star up first. How bad could it be, right? Oh yeah, I forgot to say, these are explosive Bat Stars. Oh, that is way bigger than I thought. Oh my.
All right, this one's gonna be a fun one.
This goes without saying, but do not try anything you see in this video. We're not actually gonna use these on anyone, all in the name of science, education, and curiosity. But make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and comment if any of these impress you. Also, Alienware heard about the problem and wanted to help. They're challenging us to really level up our gadgets for this, using their powerful computing hardware and tech. So I'm gonna be designing all of these gadgets on their high-performance laptops, and also using it for some sweet animation edits to really make this video the best it can be. Now, the secret to these Batarangs explosive kick is the metal it's made from. It's not normal metal like aluminum or steel. This is sodium, not like the sodium salt you eat, which is actually sodium and chlorine. This is pure sodium metal, which on its own is very reactive. Let's see what happens with this tiny piece. We got a little bit of water here. We're gonna pop it in, see what happens. Yeah, that's insane. That is ridiculous. Yeah, what's up? Is it dangerous to breathe? I'm gonna have to ChatGPT that. Wow, like honestly, forget Coke and Mentos. Try Coke and sodium. Much more effective. Legally required to say, do not try Coke and sodium because your friends probably won't be chill with it. I don't know, up to you. I'm actually not a lawyer. But it's actually super easy to make because even though sodium is a metal, it's super soft. So I hopped on the Area 51 gaming laptop, Alienware's flagship gaming laptop, which looks like a high-tech superhero gadget itself, whipped up a template, and we're able to cut it into shape. The only catch is that because sodium's so reactive, we need to do the whole thing covered in oil to stop it from reacting with the water and the air and exploding our hands off, which almost happened when I first opened it. Thought it was shipped in oil, but no, it wasn't. So when I opened it up, 11 pounds of sodium started sizzling on my desk. Remember, this is what 1 gram can do. So yeah, had to book it to the store and buy all the baby oil they had. Which was super weird, and the manager was definitely judging me, but everything's all good now, so. But what would it do to a potential burglar? For that, we got these replica heads that should give us a pretty good idea, and we're gonna test each gadget on them.
Sure. No, be still, be still. Let's see what it does to this head, huh? In 3, 2, 1.
Oh, shit.
It's on fire everywhere.
Where?
Everywhere.
Turns out you'd be very safe. Yeah, his ear's a little cut off and his chin, but other than that, I think you'd be really chill. That being said, it did fuck up the entire yard and like did not get anywhere near our burglar. You might burn down your house, but the burglar will be safe. That's a tough start to this.
Is that soap?
He's got this thing.
Do you want to take a bath with this?
It's like a bath bomb.
Yeah, bath bomb.
Okay.
Batarang test. Go. For justice. Oh.
Fire extinguisher.
Okay, let's just have.
Oh my god.
This is kind of cool.
Yeah, it kind of looks sick.
Is this just, or is this terrifying? I don't know. This is cool though.
No, I don't think it is. Where's the
Overall, 1 out of 10. No damage to our burglar, but solid style points.
3, 2, 1.
Throw it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I think we're good.
That was awesome.
There you go.
Wow.
But can Arachnid Boy Insta-Kill beat it though? Yes, this is Arachnid Boy and nobody else. Because of copyright, we can't use names this time, which means I get to name everything. So how do we make this guy deadly? Well, back at our Alienware Design Center, I think I found a technique we can use. Also, Alienware was like, this setup's not good enough, so we're gonna upgrade it to the max. And now we have 4 monitors. This is actually the most insane computer setup I've ever seen. Along with the crazy graphics, they've also got this alien effects lighting, which is inspired by the Northern Lights to really give an otherworldly experience. And it's also the most powerful laptop setup for you gamers out there. So go check out the Area 51 gaming laptop at aw.gg/jlaser. And also follow Alienware on their socials if you're trying to game at the next level. Now I really gotta bring the heat with these inventions. These are real rope blasters that you can actually swing with. And obviously they can be super dangerous, but not for the reason you might think. Yeah, sure, you could fall and all, but the secret is in the tip. To get it stuck into the ceiling strongly enough so you can swing on it, I had to get creative. So I built a system that shoots an explosive rope dart. That's it, baby. Rope out from the thing, pulled out nicely. Thing went off. All right, well, the nail broke, but the nail is definitely in there. On impact, it fires a charge, which drives a spike into whatever you're shooting at. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. And it works great for swinging, but naturally I'm curious, what would happen if you hit somebody with this? Let's find out. Wasn't the most direct hit, but it still split the skull and it's still bleeding. Yeah. And we fractured the entire skull down to the back. An effective weapon, I would say.
I would say so too.
Activate instant kill. Ooh. I actually sell a mini version of this if you want to shoot webs yourself. I've got a gadget company called Trick Tech, and our web shooters shoot, stick, and automatically reel back up. And we're also launching this special tip that lets you grab anything. So links below for all that. Insta kill in the lead. Let's see if our next one can beat it. Spin the wheel. Samurai sword, but on fire. I'm actually pumped for this one because you guys keep sending me crazy videos to try and make, and this one looks insane. If you have any more cool ideas or things to make, drop them down below, and also thumbs up the ones you like. And it's perfect too, because Alienware specifically wants me to build something bold and insane. Alienware is all about opening the world to limitless dimensions. Check and double check. To make this, we're starting with a regular samurai sword. Damn, this is way too sharp. And I think all we need to do is give it a wick somehow. And this should soak up the fuel that we put in the sheath, which I'm just gonna make by bending this tube into a curved sword shape. Now we gotta ignite it in like a cool samurai way. So I'm gonna try and do that using this flint sparker wheel. If we put it at the tip, when the sword rubs against it, the wheel spins and sparks the flint. Then the sparks ignite the sword and we should be in business. Then to put it out, you can just slide it right back into the sheath and it snuffs out the flame. It's pretty cool, but it's not giving us that magical instant fire spray we want. So to fix that, I think the sword's gotta hold more liquid that'll spray out when we swing it. I hopped back into my Alienware design center and used it to design this katana with a hollow blade to hold more fuel inside. It's gonna take some practice not to light everything on fire, but I mean, like, it's progress. At least it's off the sword now. But I think if we use a different fuel, we just need it to stay on fire in the air. It's almost better though, because I can actually throw bolts of fire with this sword. Could definitely do some damage to a robber. If you don't mind burning your house down, I guess. Either way, it's leaving more of a trail of fire now too, which is way cooler. Getting much closer to that ring of fire look, but I do gotta work on my sword skills, and it's also broad daylight. So let's try it out at night. That's what I'm talking about. We got a full ring of fire now. Not bad. I'm like, my hand's on fire. Phone's on fire! Let's see how powerful and destructive it really is, and how effective it might be on some robbers.
He's on fire.
He's on fire?
Jesus.
Oh my god, I cracked it. I cracked his head. Right here?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yes.
The problem, if we come around here, we did crack the skull open. A very effective weapon if you don't burn your whole house down. That is destruction right there. Might not make it out of your house alive. Should we leave this here?
I think so, yeah. I like the idea of leaving these around LA.
Fire sword takes the lead.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
But can it beat the laser source? If we're gonna do this, I know the perfect guy for the job. So I hopped back into my Alienware computer fortress, called up the hacksmith, and he came through big time.
Yeah, Jake, how's it going?
Good, man.
Have you tried turning it on yet? It only has like a 5% chance of exploding, so...
Wait, what was that percentage?
Don't worry about it. Let's go over how you should use it. Hold that in front of you, not aim it at your face.
I'll aim it at your face.
Slowly pull it down.
All right, turning on the laser saber.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
If you hold it straight up, you should be able to get about 4 feet. There you go. That's it.
That's it? That's just like casual? Like, is there anything that's dangerous about this?
If it was mixing the propane and the oxygen inside, that's where it could become a pipe bomb.
So how hot is this?
Should be hitting about 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
Sounds pretty dangerous to me.
Yeah, have you noticed the heat to your face?
Yeah, I did notice that.
That kind of burning doesn't actually tan you, it just burns you.
Oh, cool. So I'll just get the burn and potential cancer and all the health risks.
I just have to say, legally, I did not give you this.
Absolutely. In fact, I stole it, actually.
Exactly. I'm excited to see it in someone else's hands.
Also, I want to try adding this to the tip. It's called strontium. Like sodium, it's also highly reactive to air and water. So we also got to keep it in oil too. But the cool thing about strontium is it burns a bright red color, which means we can go to the dark side.
Oh my God. Look at that. That's so sick. Oh, that's so bright. So bright. I think I singed my eyeballs. Holy shit. It's so bright.
That feels so beautiful.
Shout out Hacksmith for real.
This is $1 light verse.
$100,000.
Wow, that is fucking impressive.
But what would it do to a human head?
Oh God, his face is on fire. You gotta melt that bone.
Barking.
Oh God, oh, it's hot. Oh my God, we cooked the brain in there. It's, ow, Jesus. It's good to know about a skull like that. That skull's pretty tough. We burn the shit out of it, but.
It really just burns your skin off. It doesn't really do much skull damage.
Yeah, I'd say he did. Lots of skin damage here, but I still think Fire Sword's in the lead because it's quicker and broke the skull too.
But can it beat?
Spin the wheel, spin the wheel, spin the wheel, spin the wheel. Is it spinning it?
So close.
God, you're out of it. All right. The lightning hammer. All you need is this hammer and backpack to shoot bolts of lightning. It uses an extremely rare Tesla coil that's known to be the crown achievement if you can make one. It's basically a super overclocked computer on your back. Even has some of the same parts as our Alienware computer. Also like Alienware, it's definitely pushing the limits of what's possible with electronics. The reason it's so special is because it makes gigantic bolts of lightning while also being very small. The bolts are often 10 times as big as the coil itself, which is very rare for a Tesla coil. Like other big spark Tesla coils are massive, but this one is the most efficient. But what happens when you get zapped though? Now before we try it, I was told it might be cool if we zap this stuff right here. It's called ferrofluid, and in my most viral video, I completely covered myself with it. It moves on its own thanks to tiny magnetic particles in the liquid that react to magnetic fields. And this hammer shoots bolts of lightning, which creates a magnetic field around it. So putting 2 and 2 together, it might make the ferrofluid react in a cool way. Let's find out.
Oh, stop it.
It didn't make any crazy spikes. Instead, it looks like it exploded the fluid, traveled through it, then shot out the other side and kept going. Pretty wild, honestly, and not what I was expecting. My guess is that the fluid's somewhat conductive because of the magnetic particles, but also burns because of the oil base.
Wow, it's smoking.
But the real question, what will it do to the head? Because the coil is so efficient at making large sparks, each lightning bolt actually has very little energy. All of it's used to make the spark look as big as possible, which means its bark is much worse than its bite.
That was it. Got it.
It'll definitely scare someone, but Fire Sword is still in the lead.
Let's see if it can beat. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Infinity Glove, the most powerful item in the universe. Look at this thing. Now watch what happens when I snap my fingers. So I hop back into my Alienware design center trying to figure out how to mimic an infinity snap in real life. And I came across this. It's called ferrocerium. It's a mixture of iron, cerium, and other rare earth metals. But it does something super cool when you heat it up. But let's add this stuff along with a trigger mechanism to short circuit, heat it up, and safely detonate this chemical.
Oh, shit. That is pretty cool. Actually, I have an idea.
I don't even feel like I'm gonna feel that natural in this.
No.
thing. I don't even.
I used Alienware to turn you into an alien.
Not know that was what you're gonna do.
Look, I did all of this happen just on this Area 51 gaming laptop too.
So it's super portable. So I can turn you into an alien on the go.
I don't know if I want you
Look at
to
that.
be able to do that.
Yeah, I have that power right now. Look at this.
Did some small scale testing to make sure it's safe. So I'm gonna have each stone ignite like this, so it'll be 5 times as big. The key is directing the power outward, so it does damage to others, but my hand stays safe. But seriously, don't try this.
Oh my. That's on your fucking hand. I am shocked your hand is okay.
It's shaking, bro. My hands are
I know.
literally like, holy shit. Like, I directed all the blast outward. There was some engineering to
Something went inward because the piece is gone that was behind all that.
that. Something did go inward. But that's why you should never do this.
That's
Dangerous.
10.
That's a dangerous superpower. I mean, it literally killed
I don't think a
man.
mortal would be able to wear that.
I used the stones to destroy the stones.
We'll do one more test against the head, because we have to see what it does to the head.
Dude, look. Lord. You went over. No. I feel like you went overboard with that.
I went in a little. Oh.
That's so nasty.
It blew the entire face off and exploded the skull. That is terrifying. Infinity Glove definitely in the lead for most dangerous superpower. But we got one gadget left and it's a banger. This hydrogen repulsor. It's not just a flamethrower or laser repulsor you might have seen before. Now, this has some kick behind it. Its secret is a hydrogen gas tank, which has the most energy per mass of any fuel. Like, look at this insane video of a hydrogen-powered blaster this guy made. Like, it's cracked out. And I really want one on my hand. Like, here's the comparison of regular propane versus hydrogen. Look how much more explosive it is. Perfect for our repulsor. And we can up the power even more by adding this, pure oxygen. This mixture is so powerful, it's literally what rockets use to fly to space. But it's a super fine line between rocket or a bomb. Like if we put both the hydrogen and oxygen in the same tank, this would actually become a pipe bomb.
Enough to make that seal a little better.
So instead, my setup is one tank of oxygen and one tank of hydrogen. So when the valves open, they mix together and boom, repulsor.
That's what we want.
That's a solid pop right there, you know, definitely potential. Let's turn it up. Oh my God, it exploded the whole room. We're starting to get some power here. So let's build a gauntlet worthy enough to harness this power. I designed the whole thing in CAD, again using my Alienware laptop, which came in super clutch, honestly. Turns out, super fast gaming computers are also beasts at CAD and video editing. It looks insane, honestly. Definitely some alien level tech that should scare the crap out of any burglar. I also added an over-the-top pilot light and a super scary taser to add the crackle effect and help ward off burglars too. To put it on, you just open it up and it clips onto your arm with magnets. Super satisfying. There's a little lock to click into place. Hydrogen goes in this tank, and this spring pulls on the lever when this quick release is triggered by my thumb. This dumps all the gas at once through the pilot light, and boom, a repulsor with some kick.
First test, here we go. Oh, I'm pretty nervous. 10 to 20% power, repulsor test. Take one. Yo, it was sick. So much power. So sick.
I also added some cool energy lights that flicker on the side, including a palm light. And then when you press the gas switch, it all goes red, speeds up, flame goes on, and you're ready to blast. All right, let's try blasting something.
Iron Man repulsor blast model test. Jeez.
It worked.
Oh
That
my.
worked really well.
I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't that. I don't know.
wasn't that?
I didn't think it was gonna be that powerful.
2, 1.
That one was bigger.
That one was definitely bigger.
You are Tony Stark.
But what will it do to the head?
Alright, well at the very least he would be blind. Not a whole lot of immediate damage. He's pretty warm to the touch, maybe a little bit smoky.
But there's a mystery gadget. This is my other 2000 watt laser repulsor that might just take the cake for most destructive. Like so far I haven't found anything this thing can't cut through.
So let's see what it does to the head. He might be blind. Let's see how far away I can get. Alright, let's go even further. We go all the way to the back wall.
Honestly, this seems like a great option. It's not as scary as the Purple Dude Gauntlet, but it's super effective. And bonus, it's invisible and long range, so it's super stealthy. You can just hide and burn stuff from out of sight. I mean, that'd probably scare anyone away if a hole just started burning them out of nowhere.
Better luck next time. I'll do that.
Overall, I think Purple Man Gauntlet is the most dangerous out of these superpowers. But my personal favorite is the repulsor. It looks sick and is just so fun to use. Also, big shout out to Alienware for sponsoring and helping me out with this one. They've got some insane gaming computer products out. But let me know your favorites down below and comment what gadgets I should build and try next if you want to see more of this.